seeing people win, fuck yeah. Seeing people win is great, right? I struggled my ass off when I was trying to get out of line work. And I didn't have anybody to help teach me and shit like that. So that was kind of my number one goal. It popped off. It did way better than I was expecting. And now I just kind of ride with it. My business, basically teaching people and running this Discord server, right? This Discord server basically is just buy and sell alerts. That's what we do, right? Just pay analysts, right? Professional analysts to kind of send out their trades and people pay to follow. That's it. Number one thing that I do is trade, right? So as far as looking at stocks, I trade options and futures. Most people probably have absolutely no idea what that is, which is completely fine. I'm going to kind of try to explain some of it in this session. I was super fortunate when I started working is because the job that I had, I did line work, but the company I did, we probably only did like one pole replacement a day, super light work. So realistically, we had all day to work. We had all day to trade, right? So we'd work from around like 7 to 10:30, and that's it, right? I'd be done work, and I'd just sit in the truck and just stare at the charts, right? So I had a lot of practice, and I was able to get a lot of repetition in. So that's very beneficial. That was very beneficial in my success. I know a lot of people their companies aren't like that, and they're working constantly. It is going to be a little bit harder for you to trade if you are working the entire time, right? You only have lunch break, right? That it is going to be a little bit harder, and I can't lie to you that you're going to have to get into swing trading or more investing. What I do is I just day trade, right? So I'm in and out of a position pretty fucking quick, right? So what I look to do is look for key levels. I don't want to get into too much of trading, but like I said, what I do is I look for key levels, right? I look for pops to previous support and resistance. Support and resistance is basically just, where the stock bounces and where the stock reverses, right? So if you guys can see here, the stock comes up to this level and reverses, right? Comes up here, rejects, and comes back down, right? That's basically your resistance. You see the exact same thing here, come back down, that's your resistance. So what I like to do is look for key reactions off these levels, and that's kind of how I want to play off of, right? So you guys see that this level here is a resistance, stock comes up, bounces down. This right now here is treated as support, right? So it just flips. So that's what I like to look for, basic support and resistance. Same thing here, right? The stock basically here is treated as support. Stock comes, it bounces, jumps, bounces, jumps, right? What happens when it breaks? It comes back up to this level and then sells back off because it's treated as a resistance. This sounds crazy and foreign to a lot of people, but I kind of just want to show, where the money's at. What I like to do is I like to play positions both to the upside and the downside, right? So what I look for is stocks to come up to these resistance levels, and I go short, right? What short means is I basically predict that this thing's going to go down, right? So what am I looking for? Like we just said, right? This stock has support at this level here. Boom, the stock comes down here, and it bounces. That's how we know it's a pretty key support. What happens when we break below it? We're just looking for that retest back to this level here. Boom, that's your retest back to that exact same price, right? The exact same price level to that right there. That's where we go short. That's where we take the position and we're expecting it to go down. Expectation, we want to see this thing come down to low of day. Right here. This is low of day. This is where we found support, right? So we're just playing ranges. We're playing level to level. Expectation, reverse here. That's where our expectation to drop is, right? We pull up this chart just to kind of show, put my money or mouth where the mouth is. Jeez. We'll go to gains here. That was a 60% trade right here. $280 from $460, right? That's what's crazy about trading is everyone has this kind of perception that you need a shit ton of money to make money in the market when realistically you don't, right? You guys saw this. So I'm just going to show you this again, right? $280, 60%. Market value, $740. Total costs, $460. All right? That's from there. Time, 10:34. Let's go back to the chart. Look at that small move, right? We played from here to here. That's it. That took, here's 10:24. This is where I entered. Come back down. That's 10:33. That's 9 minutes. That's $280 in 9 minutes, guys. You do not need to be behind the screen. That's when I tell you, traders are not behind the screen 24 hours. I'm behind the screen. I look for a setup. I enter. I execute. And then I exit. 9 minutes and we made $280. All right. Let's do it again. Exact same trade. Very similar. But now we're going to look at support at that exact same range. right? Here we played as resistance. This is where we sold off. Now we're going to look for it to break and play it as support, right? Stock comes up, finds resistance, it comes back down, comes back to that exact same level that we played off a put, right? We played shorted at that position. Now we just went long at that exact same position. We buy calls here, right? We go long. We expect this to go up. Now we broke. We're retesting that exact same level. We got to go up, right? What happens? You play a call, $120. $560 investment, $120. That's it, right? What was that? That was $280. That's $400 in, let's see where we took profit and how long that took. Let's pull this back up. That was from here to here, from this range to this range. That is approximately, that was at 145. That was 6 minutes. 6 minutes and $120, right? That's 2 trades, and it was approximately 30 minutes total and $400. I don't know, it sounds fucking crazy, but I'm proving it to you guys right here, right? This is the reason I have this Discord. Send out these alerts and prove it to people that this is possible, right? At $560 investment, that's it. This was a $460 investment. You do not need to have $100,000 to make a livable wage in trading. That is it, right? You can easily risk that much. That's it. You can risk $400, $500. Come on, I'm sure you guys can spare some money out of your bank account for $400, $500 to invest and potentially make $280. Is it a guaranteed thing? Hell no, right? That's the whole point of being behind the screen, learning, being in this Discord, right? You can sit in this Discord for free. I'm not trying to sell you nothing. We can get into packages later, but this is just to show you guys that this shit's possible. Because nobody wants to believe that you can make this kind of money behind the screen. That's why I made that TikTok, and that's why it popped off and became so controversial. So many hate comments because people don't want to fucking believe it, which is fine with me, man. I get it. I get that people expect and they think that, line work and manual labor and shit like that is real. Or I know it's real, but is the only way to live. That's cool. But when you're introduced to things like this, $400 in... What did I say, 30 minutes with less than $1,000 initial investment? It's fucking crazy, man. In 30 minutes. So that was just the option side, right? I trade futures as well. So I added another $300 on the futures account. And just stick with me here. I'm going to show you a little bit about futures. Very, very similar. Let me pull up this futures account here. The futures trade was very similar. Basically just traded from here to here. This one was 3 minutes of a trade, and it was 120, or what was it? I don't even know what the fuck it was. $287 from that trade right there. Again, I'll show it to you guys. This is a live thing right here, right? $287. This is the accounts. Just to prove it, because nobody wants to believe nothing. And I get it, bro. I get the whole scam and shit on TikTok. I get it. Like, wow, why would you make a TikTok if you make all this money, blah, blah, blah. So I understand why people are kind of like, oh, I don't want to join this guy because, he's making TikToks, whatever. But this is proof, right? That was $400. This is $300. This is $700 a day. I want to break this account down because I like to prove, or I want to prove to myself and other people that you don't need a lot of money to make money. I started this account with $1,000 this month. And yeah, does it look crazy? Does $3,000 look like a lot of money? But think about it. That's 200% count return in a month, in 21 days. And I'll break down the numbers. Actually, we might as well just do it right now. Right here, guys. Right, total P&L, 1,969. This is to date. This is from November 1st to the 21st. Right, the reason that this is important and that this is crazy, right? Maybe people look at this and they're like, fuck that. It's only $2,000. Like, I don't, like, what's so cool about that? I started with $1,000. That is a 200% account return. Imagine that compounding over time, right? So month after month after month after month, you continue to make 200%. I don't even want to look at those fucking numbers because that's going to be an absolute insane amount of money, right? So you have to look at the percentage based. And the reason I started with this account with such a little amount of money is, to prove to myself and to show people you do not need crazy money. You just need the education. You need to know what the fuck you're doing. You need to have risk management. Right, the reason the risk management is so important, look at this. Losing trades, 31%. Winning trades, 67%. So I only won 67% of the time. And total profit is 200% of the account. Right, start with $1,000, up $2,000 this month, basically already. So that's all risk management. You do not need to be right 100% of the time. right? 67% win rate, up $2,000. Right, to prove it to you guys that we started at 1,000. Let me go back. Everybody wants proof. I get it, man. I get it. Everybody wants proof, but this is it right here. Let me see if I can pull it up. God dang. Transfer history, $1,000. Right, that's it. Only thing I've done is $1,000, and turn that $1,000 to the $3,000. But again, that's just a basic understanding of what I do, what I have. To kind of break down what I have to offer. Again, this session isn't to just completely just slam something down your face and be like, oh, I sell this, buy that, buy that. That's not what I'm here for. Everyone had so many questions. I just could not answer 100 DMs. We don't really have that many people show up tonight, which is whatever. I'm not worried about it. But I just couldn't answer that many DMs, right? If you think about a 300,000 view video, whatever the hell it was, the amount of people that are reaching out to me asking for help. So this was the best thing I could do, hop on this and kind of explain to you guys what I do. Very basic to show you it's real, 700 hours today and 2 hours of work, and I literally just bullshit with my boys in this channel, right? Sending out trade alerts and things like that. As far as what I have to offer, because I know a lot of people ask, this is $35 a month. That's it. Literally just $35 a month to jump in here. You don't even need to pay, honestly. You don't. You can just jump in here and bullshit with us. But to get trade alerts and shit like that, $35 a month. As far as mentorships go, I can kind of break it down into two ways, right? We have let me pull this up. Here's kind of like the website. The one-on-one access to me, 15 sessions, lifetime access to the server, plus another 10 pre-recorded lessons, is $2,500, right? If we get enough people to want mentorships, but they're like, fuck you, man, I'm not paying $2,500. I get it, right? The reason it's that much is because I get so much fucking demand from everyone reaching out to me. If I had it at $500, I wouldn't have time to teach anybody. If we have enough people that want mentorships but don't want to spend that much money, which again, I get it, bro. We can do group mentorships. You just won't have one-on-one access sitting down with me, which is fine, right? Group mentorships is basically just a group of us jump into a chat, jump into a channel, and I'll teach you guys from a group aspect. We can fucking cut that price in half, even more, right? Maybe even $1,000 per person for the group mentorship, and just run that. It will give you the exact same shit. It's just that way. For me, honestly, it's not bad because I don't need to do one-on-one sessions with 30 people, right? I can do one video for everyone in the group. You don't need to buy anything, right? I'm just glad people jumped on here and was able to kind of show you a little bit of what I do. My story, I can kind of jump into my story a little bit more. Again, I don't want to waste too much of your guys' time. But I went to college for a year, dropped out. My grandfather and father did line work. So I jumped into that as soon as I dropped out of college my freshman year. Did that for 2.5 years. Realized, fuck this, right? Good money as an 18, 19-year-old. Great money as an 18, 19-year-old. But it just wasn't what I wanted to do. I didn't enjoy it. I enjoyed the work. I just didn't enjoy the bullshit that came with it. Call-ins, storm work. Storm work was fun, always. Everyone loves storm work. But the shit behind it, I just didn't like it, right? Started trading with all the money. Blew it, right? That's the reason that people charge to teach people. Nobody wants to pay money to learn. I get it. Everyone thinks people are a scam. That's fine. But the amount of money that I've paid into market tuition, which is basically the amount of money that I've lost in the market to learn this, is way, way, way fucking beyond the cost of education and trying to learn this shit and trying to get taught this shit. That's the reason that people charge, is because they say, I lost all this money. I learned it the hard way. I need to charge for my service, whatever. So I went to that, started making TikToks. The TikToks that you guys follow are probably most likely came from. Started making those TikToks. Then kind of just started growing the server, right? Built the server from 0 to 6,500 members, which is a pretty cool accomplishment of mine. We have 6,600 members right now. Built that kind of a little business. Then built the mentoring business. So I sell a lot of those mentorship packages, one-on-one packages and things like that. And then I've gone on that from making anywhere from podcasts and shit like that, right? So I love this shit. I'm obsessed with it. I hope that all of you will eventually get into this, whether it's through me or not. Like I said, I do not care. I'm just glad there's 13 people in this live, right? To me, that means like a lot. I love it. I love when people message me. like I said, I'm obsessed with this. If you guys come work with me, or you do want to learn from me, I will promise you I will make you obsessed with this. It is an amazing job. Like I said, $700 in 30 minutes of work. There's not many places you can do about that, right? And you guys saw the position sizing. It wasn't me throwing in $100,000 and only making $700. It was me throwing in $480, making $280. It was me throwing in $560, making $120. It was me throwing in $500 and making $287. Right? You do not need a lot of money. I promise you, you do not. You just have to learn the right way and do it the right way. Other than that, guys, I hate taking up too much of your time. If you guys do have any specific questions, or you liked what you saw and you want to learn more, or you want me to do more of these sessions, kind of break down the trades, it's a fun little breakdown. Hopefully you guys learned a lot on that. Get more in depth with this kind of stuff in options trading and futures trading, just hit me up. Most of you probably came from TikTok or Instagram, so just message me on whatever platform you came from. I appreciate you guys coming out. I really do. It means a shit ton to me. It's not very many people compared to how many fucking DMs that I had to answer, man. 130 DMs, and I had 12 people show up, which is cool, though. I know it's part of the business. But appreciate everyone who showed up, and if you have any questions, hit me up. I will continue to answer these DMs, and enjoy the rest of your night, guys. Stay safe out there. I appreciate what all you guys do. I really do. That video was not to directly talk shit on blue-collar workers, right? My grandfather was a lineman. My dad was a lineman, and I was a lineman. It was not about that. It's about showing that there's something else out there. This is proof that there's something else out there, and that's it, boys. Other than that, appreciate you guys, and I will see you all. Hopefully, y'all will message me. If not, I might do some more of these. Catch you guys later.